Whoa, guys, shout out to Snowflake Buffett for opening up a show for us, guys. Like that's an absolute epic performance on the show, Buffett as Philile ngayo. Manje sengihleli neRazo Buffett, ngihleli noBhuti omdala uMondli waKaMagwaza, who's going to be telling us more of it come up yakhe to la asekhona manje on your business. Business successful, yeah, is business success yakhe yonkana bafethu, and just lift us up asiphe nje upbringing. Mondli bhuti wami njani?
Khona my brother kamba kanjani?
Sure nya nje ngicela ukuqala ngibonga ukuthi wenza ithuba ukuthi ufike la kwi-show, ufike kwi-Monday lockdown house party ube nathi, sithanda ukudlulisa ukubonga kakhulu.
It's a pleasure, my brother.
Ngicela ukusanitize before sambe nje kakhulu. To umbukeli osekhaya ongamazi kahle uMondli Magwaza, from what I've gathered, uMondli Magwaza is a technology consultant, a business coach. He's the founder of Black African Organics, which idila nama cosmetics. Uphinde futhi arane a restaurant in Sandton called Afro Chef Lifestyle, guys, like Afro Chef Lifestyle in Sandton. You into logistics. There's a lot for you going on njengamanje. However, I wanna ngifuna ukuqala la oqale khona mfethu. Can you please take me through from come up kaMondli?
Yeah, mfethu, ngiyabonga for that introduction.
Sure.
Yeah, mfethu, uMondli Magwaza ngikhulela la elokishini mina. Ngibuya Island la phezulu ngakasiyakhula.
Sure.
Ngifunda eGqumeni, ngasuka lapho ngawufunda eMpoqa. Dala ke nibenise bancane kakhulu. Ngafunda eMpoqa.
Sure.
Just to put you through ukuthi ngikhule kanjani. Isimo besingekho sihle.
Sure.
Mina ngikhule mfethu kuNtswempu. Well, ngiyabona mawusesesikoleni, mawusesekhaya, bona later ukuthi kuNtswempu. So sikhule ekhaya besu5 ama siblings. And then sikhuliswa ugogo mina. Ngingane kagogo nje kumanje ngibhizi ngama renovations. Ngilungisa kagogo. So isikriza mfethu siphantile isikriza. Sihola impesheni esu5 ekhaya. Uyakhumbula impesheni ibusa 700 rand ngaleso sikhathi mfethu.
Sure.
KuNtswempu yabo. Sancenga. Ngisanda calculate iwalk yoke eMpoqo ukuthi kahle is actually 6 kilometers. And bengishaya mfethu, besishaya every day. Besishaya to and from, sometimes on an empty stomach ngakawulile. But yabo sincenga mfethu, ayincenga.
Sure.
So that was me. Ngaqeda ngihamba ngayiThekwini ngayophanda. Initially ngene eMangosuthu, shaya civil engineering. Suke nje la ekhaya nje ugogo wanginika nje 1000 rand okugcina. Uthi ekubophe ngeduku mfethu ihandkerchief ngikhiphela isitina wangishova ngavaya.
Oh yeah. Manje kuwena cause I went back to your clips from your YouTube, your YouTube channel. From those who don't know, ekhaya uMondli Magwaza in a YouTube channel called Mondli Magwaza. Uyatholakala khona, and where he like basically you summarize each journey yakho. There's kind of the part when you were talking about ukuthatha receive 1,000 rand from your grandmom.
Yes.
And I feel a emotion from it, yabo. And I want to understand your emotional side of it.
Ngoba ngibekela mfethu ugogo mina in my mind, I know ukuthi ngiyahamba ngiyeThekwini ngiyofunda. Ukuthi kanjani angazi yabo, and ngiyazi ukuthi ugogo ngiyakwazi, but if there's one thing I can credit myself for, or my mind for, is that I've always been clear of what I want, and I've never really drawn a plan yonke sometimes, but in terms of dreaming, I never really dream on budget. I dream unlimited. So I think that's one of the things that kept me warm through the cold days. So ugogo mangineza 1,000 rand ngibela ngihamba ngiyeThekwini. Ngiyangena equeuini ngiyaregister i-deposit yangena eMangosuthu. Jene ngikwazi ukuqala ama process on nefsas nani yabo.
Sure.
Ngihlangana namajita yena wala amajita khona. Beku usibowa kanti khona khona i-microbus ayibhala uHave a Smile dala. La bathi bafunda isidinga high amajita sihlangana kwi-queue nasazana and they my brothers still today nosiphathwa la island amajita mfethu sehlanganisile isikole siyasithola ispace funeka ingoja manje ukuthi ngithole indawo kulala khona namhlanje amajita sivumelana kunama single bed ayi2 ngilala lapha nendawo yabo
sure
thole lo gwinya lelo hambe yo attenda ngaphusha mfethu ngaphusha until ke kwafika isikhathi sokuthi ayi uhulumeni usibamba ngesandla sensimbi and we had to drop out ngoba ama fees ngagcina ngalo 1000 rand ukhokha mina esikoleni ngangisagcina ngalelo 1000 rand bangikhuphe baze bangiyeka so long story short ngaphuma eMangosuthu ngidrope out it was my second year
okay
ngihlala eThekwini ngihambe ngihlala emajiteni ngihlanganisa ngizama uku-apply ama learnership or anything
sure
that is where mfethu impilo engibone khona ukuthi impilo yini that is where for the first time in my life nga experience ukulala estradini ngiyakhumbula I was walking ngisuka eNewlands ngeenyawo ngize dropeni and kwacaca ukuthi kuhlwile ngingase Brickfield for the first night ngingase Brickfield ngiqhamuka eSpringfield
yeah
and amajit angimukela mfethu alele ebasini ibridge mfethu yabo
ayisana
phumula mfethu kwangenza oqala kwaya ngokungijwayela the other time ngangize John Ross emajiteni ngathi mangithi ngashawa isikhathi ama visitors basangeni emangithi ngale mfethu ngiyabuka ukuthi ukuphuma laba kukho safe ama parashes
showcase
mangithi ngale mfethu la kulahla khona dustbin ngiyakhumbula khona tade bengivuka nama box fresh mfethu ngathi isikhwama sami ngacamela ngaphumula yabo
sure
so lento yangijwayela ngazibona ukuthi hey mfethu sengikwazi into engibambile ukuthi ngizama ukuthi angifuni ukubuyela ekhaya because simo ngiyasazi ukuthi isigriza mfethu besibasela ubhontshise eminyango singenayo amafutha okuthosa so ngizama ukuthi ngimthembisele ugogo ukuthi ngiyeThekwini ngiyobamba something yabo
okay
ngahlala mfethu ngahlala got to a point ke yokuthi mhlawumbe ngicine ngibuya ke ngize Mandeni so it was kanjalo nje mfethu
bhuti wami istory sakho serial and nanoma ubani enga relate to those hardship umuntu odlulile lapho ophantayo but I want to quickly kade ukhuluma ngamagwinya bhuti wami I want us to quickly nje sithi sobamba igwinya while fethu ubong staff ethu sishayile inamba ngalena nje sithi quickly sithole amagwinya fethu siphinde sibuye kanjalo ekuse babuyele emakhaya thina wale noMondli sawushaya amagwinya bafethu ngisacela nibone ubong staff on imandeni lockdown house party bafethu sezosipha inamba bafethu uzosiculisa asidansise you know what time it is bafethu it's a Mandeni lockdown house party time you still chilling with Sicelo Zungu and I'm rolling with Mondli wa Magwaza bafethu Bongster take us out bro still live at Mandeni lockdown house party guys and you're still rolling with Sicelo Zungu chilling with Mondli wa Magwaza bafethu and special thanks to Ubongster bafethu dope performance from Ubongster bafethu shout out these kids are pushing hard man they pushing hard but back to Irazo Mondli fethu you were telling me about your journey where lapho khona usuyithola usuxakekile nakho lapha phansi kwama bridge wagcina usudecide ukuthi akuseyazini ngihambe ngedladleni refresh myself from there what's going on what's good after that
so ngabuya mfethu lokishini ngabuya lokishini you know yazi ukubuya lokishini uthatha nokuba ijoke
yabo mfethu kunzi
sure trend amabuya lokishini yabo abathembu mfethu yabo I remember occupying myself ngokufundisa empoqa ngivolunteer
oh yeah
uthisha ofundisa matric maths wayelimala nemoto so
sure
I went in there ngafunda abantwana bangicela just ukubenzisa ama exam papers yabona manje ngishaya same walk
sure
back to school just ukuthi ngikeleze izintwana anginayo ngisho lunch makudliwe staff room ngiyaphuma ngenza ngathi ngibusy ngathi something just because khathela uthisha beng yabo
sure
bengifilela sorry so so ngafundisa I remember when I got my breakthrough ngangikhona la and ngangishiya ngi-apply izinto eziningi kweThekwini so one of the things was leadership it was supposed to be for ama-graduate IT yabo
okay
they wanted 100 people in fact I found it ngayinikeza amajita ngangihlala nawo amaningi ngayenza IT mina I was as I said mina ngangenza engineering so they had graduated bona banama diploma and it was an accelerated program for ama graduate so
okay
sashiya apply amajita vele asethathiwe mfethu yabo nangibizwanga and I wasn't surprised because I had never touched a computer before. I was just applying ngoba out of desperation. But thengiwokha mfethu ngihamba la umgwaqo ngakankomo ngibheke esondweni ngiyothenga ugesi ka10 rand. Yaringa mfethu inokho yami encane. Wafona mfethu yabo.
Khala kabi.
Yeah, kamera tsona njalo. Uyayazi waziyo ibiphela ibhesi clink 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 khona yaringa mfethu bathi sifuna uzochaza ukuthi uzokhopha kanjani ngoba you are not an IT graduate.
Okay,
that's all I needed
because this is all new when
this is yes, but that is the breakthrough I wanted in life.
Sure.
Buya gogo yabona umuntu wangibona lapha ayithi ngiyahlanjela ngangixhuma ngayo ngiscream buya gogo ngiyahamba ngeThekwini bayangifuna.
Yeah.
Hayi gogo hlanganisa boleka imali abuye no 20 rand ukuthi ngigibele bekusawu I think beku 16 rand uyeThekwini.
Oh yeah.
Buye gogo no 20 rand yabona muhlela taxini uphethe 2 rand kanje ngokhile uke plus uphethe 2 rand kanje ngomba wawisodwa awugibele hlaba ngehle YMCA shy walk ngiya ehostela eJacobs la kuhlala khona sengihluphileke mfethu ngihambe amashite sengisutha akasekho umuntu ofuna ungaaccommodate la emaflatini edrobheni akhathele mina bese ngikhathaze kakhulu yabona ithayile ndoda le so ngiyawoka ke manje mfethu ngoba mina sengifuna ngiyawoka ngeJacobs ehostela ngidabula la ngasemtateni ngibheke ezantsi
sure
mangifika lapha ngiswishe lele mfethu la kudayisa ubhisi speaker sipheke wami mfethu ingomisha kwaze kwasa ngaze ngilala swishe mfethu lana ngivuka ekseni indlela iweekend ngayo ngibuya manje ngiza ngakhona la ngase workshop because le building ngisebenza ngakuse smart exchange la ngase Reserve Bank.
Oh yeah.
Sengibuye ke mfethu ishirt nothangi ngiliphethe ngehenga ngihamba ngevest ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ngizojuluka ngendlela inde ngayo ngihamba shaya le ndlela ngifike lapha
So that's your way of keeping your clothes fresh.
Yes. Khona ngizoza ku interview ngifresh. Akungajumpisi ngisuka kude mangifika la akunayo imali lokugibela yikho.
Cabanga.
Twadlela ngisula icathulo.
Sure.
Fast uthayi wami ngihlamba ubuso ngisula yabo first time wami dwadla mfethu ngifika ipanel ihleli kanje ngisibeke story mfethu ngisibeke story I bet bazongitriala for 3 months mfethu ngangiphuma ngalinye embezi ngazo from that moment I knew ukuthi I've made it in life. I knew mfethu it's as in
because you just wanted to get into the door.
Yeah,
you just
that's it. That's all I needed. That's it. Lana so totally 1,000 rand allowance per month. That was a lot of money for me.
Yeah,
that was
especially
a
at that
lot
time.
Of money.
Because
Yes,
I'm just hearing you talking about Okibele when 16 rand and comparing
yes.
to 100 rand right now. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
that was back in the days.
This was to give you context. This was 2003.
2003.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I seqala mfethu siyathenda la sinikwe incwadi mfethu sihlala kangaka ama Microsoft manuals. In fact, it's not a school. It's you sit in front of a computer and we execute. So a lecturer will come through and just say yeah, so I want ngifuna ukuxoxela kahle yonke setup yakhona but ngisazokuchazela kahle it was yangishadize mfethu yangishadize.
Oh yeah. Hey, bafethu. I hope niyabona bafethu impilo kaLova has never been easy. It's just waking up, going for what you want, man. Just get up and go for what you want. But khahlela ingubo butwami, khohlela ingubo seswami. We black, we love you, and you are at Imandeni lockdown house party. And that is why sengizokunikeza Italian. Manje sizodansa with style. Italian bafethu yabo. Samba ne-Italian bafethu kwi-Imandeni lockdown house party. Italian, kill the stage for me, boy. Yo, bafethu. Italian bajita. Bafethu. Mandeni is really got it, bafethu. Sayibona movement, Mandeni movement. Sayibona, see you guys doing things right for the good of our community. Shout out to Mandeni bafethu. Mandeni lockdown house party. We're still live and you're still with the Sicelo Zungu bafethu. Mondli Putwami, you got selected to become uzongena kwi accelerated program IT. But now when I una background there, you've never studied the IT before, no matter like emazingena phansi. But how did you cope with that? How kwenza kanjani wagcina usui and like senior analyst of IT?
Yeah, mfethu yabona indlala mfethu. Indlala yabona that's the best motivator in life. Yabona motivation indlala mfethu ngeke uyenze next. So ngiyangena lapha yabona nje first 3 months but ngihleli phambi kwe-computer laphana akufundi lecture yangena ithi ena mhlawumbe izothi go create a database and make sure it has students and their results and make sure it populates on a screen and then iphume.
Sure.
And they're talking about creating applications, and at that time it's what you call apps now, but at that time I'm thinking applications, but apply la mos statiwe my applications one. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what they're talking about. So first 3 months in mfethu create, you know, when you study a chapter, you it's like building a house. You study that, sure. You say a foundation, you study that, you lay the bricks. So system wise, we're doing that, and I'm not doing anything in my PC. But we September and besopala January.
Sure.
I'm a manuals the books. So what I told myself, but in theory like contributes 50% and in practical contributes 50%. So what I told myself, I'm going to pass with 50% because I'm going to pass in theory young and 100%. That was my target from day one. And mind you, I'm not an A student. I mean, I'm an average student, not good to go but it was my only chance. I said, if I can't do anything on a computer, then I'm going to memorize these books and I'm going to write everything on these books. And nangampela, come that December, I didn't come back home. Beslala chondrosi, slala pants, aguna furniture, slala pants.
Sure.
Slala pants, we reading. 5 characteristics of a database, that's what I do. Maxiwa in Nzoa list without caring what a database is. I will just make a list and make a list. So,
sure.
Ngapala mfethu ngapala. Yabona makufika ama results ngo January. The first thing that he head of the program said was that who's Mondli Magwaza? And I'm that kid at the back who never says anything. and then he said Microsoft SQL 100%. Said Visual Basic, C#, Java, everything. 98, 88, 98. And I didn't know what I was writing, but I mean, if you're talking, it was just theory. Sure. But it started adding up. I started understanding what I was doing on this PC. I spoke to the lecturer. They called me in.
Yeah.
We formatted my PC from scratch. From the day one where we started. Yeah. And I started recreating all my applications. They gave me an access card because angithi ngiyarenta manje ngishare flat. So sengibanginika access card ngiyabuya la ngiyakhona ukuthi ngingene ebusuku ngiqale phansi ngenze zonke into zami.
Sure.
Long story short, when at the end of the program, my system, I actually created the system that first did I wouldn't say first, but I created a system that was booking movies. So when you click on a seat, you reserve it, you come next, it's taken. We did that system and it was bought by Stekenico for 5,000 rand. I won the best for that and they paid me 5,000 rand. For the first time in my life, my hands did something that was paid. And then I was taken, the leadership hired, the company hired 5 people, company that sponsored the leadership hired 5 people, and they hired me and I had the other 4 guys to report to me. And that's where I started my IT career.
Away.
Because now the theory that I was reading now is coming back. Still motivated by hunger. Then I ran with it all the way till I moved to Joburg. Now I'm sitting in Joburg and I'm rolling. I'm given a senior position where I'm earning like 30,000 rand a month, and I'm thinking I'm going to malume bunch. No coco sakapuze 100% fruit juice. Agasali no my. What a good time.
Every Christmas, I'm a choice assorted. Aganji.
Yeah.
I could it.
Yeah. So I worked in IT, I accelerated, I climbed the corporate ladder until I got to a point where I've always known I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur. Just now renovating at home, I've just came across a design of a system that I was going to do for import. I just came across a full design. I wish I brought the exercise book and I presented it to the school governing body. I wanted it's a school management system that was going to manage pupils, student card with unique numbers, attendance, teachers, metric, library management for assets, every asset of the school into the system, reporting to the department, and I was going to sell the system to the department after it's accepted. This was in 2005. So I've always been entrepreneurial, just that I have a lot of failed ventures. Because I've just been trying. So until 2015, then I just decided I'm going full-time into business. Just dropped it all. And I just want to say this, not because I'm bragging about money or anything, but I want to say this because it was a milestone for me.
Sure.
I wanted to earn 100K and then leave my job. And I did it.
Yo. Except. Mbugele, this just goes to prove ukuthi a wise man knows he knows nothing. A wise man knows ukuthi a wise man doesn't know anything actually. Yabo mawuzazi ukuthi yini ongayazi uyazi ukuthi fanele ngiyofunani le engayazi. I hope you catch my drift. Yabo it just guys just know what you want and know what you don't know and go for what you don't know. Magzowenza ipuzzle iphelele bafethu. Just get up and go and do it, guys. Just go and do it, Vetu. Just go and do it. Italian, get on the stage and do it, bro. Come on. Say, guys at home, shout out to Italian bafethu. Mbukele makhaya. Mawuwedwa izandla phezulu sikwimandeni lockdown house party. I wish my one or two biggest wish empilweni yami ukwazi ukudansa ukwazi nokucula. So ngiyakwazi ukudansa noma ngikwazi ukucula. And Woody works in a music show. So dope shout out to Intaliane bafethu at imandeni lockdown house party. Mondli putwami usa kwi house party nathi mfethu kusamnandi. But ngiyakhala putwami washiya 100k yespan wavetana wathi hayi ngiyashiya mina manje lento lena mfethu ngiyashiya wayoqalela your own business and you had a big business success, your business are booming, but how did you get up there ukuthi ibe la ekhona manje? How did you build all that? Saying, you know what, ngiyashiya imali.
Yeah, it's as I said before, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always known, and I've always been very ambitious, and I knew what I wanted. I still know what I want.
Sure.
Even when a person says I've made it, based on what I want, I
not yet,
like 0.01%, but story for another day. So I've always wanted to create something. I've always knew I'm a big idea waiting to happen. From my crazy young age. So this business that I started when I quit was built on all the failed businesses. So I wanted to create an e-commerce website and sell on e-commerce. In fact, I have a dream of creating an Amazon of Africa. So at that time, because when I got married traditionally, and I saw the struggle of getting traditional artifacts like your izinto zebis or and the information thereof. Because if you wanted to get married traditionally now, if the information is quite vague, so I still want to digitalize culture and the making thereof. So that was a failed business of mine, but I went into cosmetics. I started importing and manufacturing, importing ingredients. My wife is a scientist by profession. So we work together. It's been a home business. It was a home business for about 3 years. We just moved to a factory now. When we started with 8,000 rand. I actually started before I quit, just a few months before I quit. I was undercover doing my thing at work. So we started with 8,000 rand, and we were profitable from the first month in business. And I had a dream of running a business that makes $1 million rand per annum. And we did that in our first year. In fact, we fall just short in our first year. But second year, we were top line of about 2.9 million on our second year. This is just online. We're running. I'm talking Facebook here. We purely running on Facebook.
That's just like online customers or consumption.
Yes. Online customers. You come through to the website, we post something, we add a shop now button, you click it, you come to the product, you check out, put your credit card number or choose EFT, code deposit money. Courier company comes to my garage, they take the parcel, they send it to you. From home, we cooking the product at home. We cooking a lotion from Istofu. Masine hotel we make the product there, or we order KFC and we make the products. That's what we were doing. So yeah, this is the kind of products that
Black African organics.
Yes, exactly. So then from there, then it's easier to step to something else. I mean, I bought into a restaurant business, and then undercover also we're running a logistics logistics business where we do trucking.
Oh yeah.
We also supply machinery and plant. So fast forward to 4 years down the line, Black African Organics is now it's a national brand, a very well received brand.
Oh yeah.
We penetrating retailers.
Oh yeah.
Even Lime and then we're going to be at Checkers, we're going to be at Clicks. We supply, we do Amazon globally.
Oh yeah.
We do Take a Lot. We've actually just bought a factory in the East Rand in Sebenza. The East Rand being the biggest industrial hub in Africa.
Oh yeah.
The whole East Rand, we are 2 kilometers from OR Tambo.
Oh yeah.
We are a team now of I think 19 staff. We're a team of 19.
Okay.
Okay. We're going into the SADC region. We're going into a Choppies group that is all over the SADC region. Yeah, and AfriChef is doing well. Well, that's one business that was actually affected by COVID. But we're relaunching with power, and we're picking up very well. It's looking promising.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately, the logistics never stopped. We were running. So yeah, fast forward, things are pretty stable. We're looking forward to 2021 to go into greater and greater heights.
Showcase mfethu we sonke sithembele ukuthi 2021 uzoba kind to us, like as humans sisonke 2021 ukuthi uzoba nje kind, like we want to see more blessings, yabo. But wami Magwaza, I see now, like this is your products, sayiboni i-restaurant yakho, it's booming, your business it's all motivational and inspiring. I'm super inspired right now, chilling with you. So I want to know, would say, as a youngster myself, and on the behalf of among my youngsters at home, including the team in the studio, myself, like Sibaning, what's the message? Like how could we ungasibonisa kanjani ukuthi simenuve lendima le ende ebuye ibe ngathi iba missed somehow, yabo? How do, like, youngsters ourselves maneuver all that, and we know what we want and we go for it?
Yeah. For everybody who knows me will know that I'm an advocate of start. First of all, start. Full stop. Start with what you have.
Sure.
Start where you are.
Yeah.
Ekugcineni uNkulunkulu uhlonipha isinyathelo somuntu.
Yeah.
Kumele usithathe isinyathelo, and isinyathelo sokuqala is the hardest. Whether you're jogging, whether the first step is the hardest, you gotta take that step, because the universe responds to us. The universe is waiting for us. You know, ukuthi singabantu, we have everything in our hands. Yonke into esabelwa yona siyiphethe already.
Yeah.
Umsebenzi wethu is to find it.
Yeah.
Within ourselves. There's nothing, the way I say it, there is nothing uNkulunkulu asazokunika yona.
Yeah.
Usekunikeza. You're a great presenter. Look at yourself. So uNkulunkulu usekunikeza. You just gotta find and realize and show commitment and show ukuthi ufuna ukuya kuphi nayo. So I made an analogy yokuthi you gotta expose yourself. You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta let me make you a crazy example. I guess sithi nangu sister wase next door. Niyazwana niyahleka niyajoka, but wena deep down njengengwenye uyamfuna. Unako ukuthi ngizothini kulo ubhalo liyakushaya, yabo.
Yabo.
Udlule estradini nina-ke sekulula kunanisha ama-social networks thina bekumele ucross istrad uhambe kuyena umphelezela wehle naye ngestrad ushiswe ilanga, yabo. But kunzima uma usuka la edlula umphelezela umlandela uhambe naye estradini, there's 80% if not 90 chance of rejection. Now uyasuka ukwazi lokho.
Sure.
But is there any possibility of having a relationship naye without you putting yourself out there, both to her and everybody else who's watching? There's none. The only possibility is to cross the road, uhambe naye, akuzibe ma ekuziba.
Sure.
Angakhulumisa ma ekukhulumisa, ubuye. uphinde ukwenze mhlambe lokho.
Yeah.
Mhlambe kouye, mhlambe komunye. But
Yeah.
the only success will come from doing that action. Because when you do that action, you are exposing yourself. Take it back to business. When you do the action of ukuthi sikubone ukuthi how na kuphela usevula inqola lapho udayisa ama veg.
Yeah.
You put yourself in a position yokuthi uzojokwa mayifeyila wonke umuntu uzokwazi uzokuhleka, but you actually putting your God in a tight corner because remember umntwana wakhe so umile lapha abantu bayakubuka. So he has to make a plan. So that is what God is waiting for. He's waiting to see how committed are you to this. I also say it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. When I walked in here, I was very moved by this setup. This is one of the this is one of the best studios I've been to. If I say one of the best, I'm talking because I know the budget of the studio. So this is one of the best studios I've been to. It's very well made. From when you talk about start with what you have, buffet. This is what we're talking about. This is what Amachita has in their hands. They've never called anyone. They've never called me. They've never called. It is not about applying Gumaspala or anything. This is what Amachita had, and they started. Most people already have something to start with, but this is what starting is about. One day, it will take 5 years, it will take 3 years, it will take a year, whatever it takes. But one day, that is what I mean, Mangiti. It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Yourself, one day, umuntu scroll TV at the channel O, you are bringing it down, you are greeting the fans, you are starting the show, and then everybody is like, how? Hey, baze banenhlahla. Yabo? Baze banenhlahla. Because umuntu does not see the underground work. But faith, we gotta put the work. We gotta put the commitment. And we gotta stop whining. Complain. You magnify what you focus on. Most people, just now, COVID. Some people are looking at COVID. Some people are looking at my site and opportunities by sevens. People are making a killing. But if it's opportunity and you look around, opportunities are there. I'm not talking opportunity to supply PPE and attend and ngikhuluma ngama real life opportunities. Real life opportunities that a person can exploit. There's akhona mfethu, akhona ngifuna uqamba manga. It can take the whole day. Uma uvula amehlo. Yabona, if you want to see the problem, that's why I'm very reluctant to go to places where people are going to talk about how bad things are for us as black people or for us as or because my eyes only see gold. Everywhere I go, my eyes only see gold, and I want to keep it that way. Because when I see gold, I see opportunities. I go for a killing.
All the time.
Ngahamba nawe manje suke siye kwaTasi and ufika uthi wena buku masipala mfethu wasenzela lutho. Mina mangibuka ngibona ukuthi yazi laba na indawo kugawula. Mangabe container la ngashofa. Yangithola? Yabona ukuthi amehlethu abuka izinto kanjani. It's up to you to look at it negatively. It's up. Omunye umuntu aza complain. Athi umuntu ena imfethu la manje nasinawo indawo kwasha amateki. Uwawashi ngani? Because awekho phela amateke mayingekho ivule phela. Umuntu akasabona ukuthi lo mcabango is actually a seed of a business. To say, you know what? Let me launch a brand. Let me talk about, let me call it Manzini Walk Fresh and say bring your techies or I collect and I wash them. That's an opportunity. But people will sit down and whine and complain and complain. Umuntu ngisho sezana idea brand akaboni, but uyibona yena ukuthi ubheke nje mandeni asikwazi nokuthi nje fethu sithola amathayi. Akabona ukuthi this is actually God planting a seed of saying, awake amathayi mandeni. Awuyike indawo ekwasha amateke mandeni. Akukho ukuthi mandeni. But people look at things negatively. Let's identify the opportunities. And I was in an argument because business my bank won't even fund us for business ideas. My question is, how many times have you been to a bank with a proposal for a business idea? Because 99% of people who say that they've never thought of anything, they've never created anything. They just this thing of inheriting problems is a problem. You inherit somebody's idea of saying Velix is an ngoba wezwa then wahlala phansi.
You've never tried
an excuse.
You've never tried it yourself.
It's convenient for you because you don't want to try. It's an easy way out to say, Sizan.
Come on, man.
Yabo. Nalento eyenzeka la. Omunye umuntu engathi Sizan lokhu lo masipala ngeke asichase. vele ubani ngeke akwenze ukuthi it's an excuse. It makes us remember we need to sleep at night. Umuntu ufana kalala ebusuku, so we always up ourselves with these ridiculous and stupid excuses so that we sleep at night. That's why nomuntu will hate you and brand you a certain way, because they want to know bafuna ukuthi bekwazi ukuthi bona belale, because otherwise you are exposing them and you proving that it's actually doable.
Yeah.
So if they see you doing it, they need to say, hello vele yabo. Give you something ezokwenza ukuthi yena akwazi kuba excused. Ukuze kungabikho umuntu ozothina around athi wena untanga yakho nje lo awenzi ngani wena. Yabo.
Yeah.
So kulula ukuthi ngithi mina vele obani vele yabo. That's why umuntu omnyama isikhathi esiningi maye nemali kuthiwa uthwele, because it's easier for the fellow black person to say vele fethu uthola fethu uthwele vele yabo. Ku right uye uyena uhamba ngebank yabo.
Sure.
Uthwela ngithi, because otherwise inhliziyo yami sengilela izothi wena unayo ngani bank ngoba nangu uthola intwana nayo. So kulula ukuthi ngimbrande negative ukuze ngenzeni ngilale ebusuku.
Sure.
Kodwa ngenkathi ngimbona ephanda bengenza my excuse angithi.
Yeah.
So yabona mfethu, your mind is everything, but most people are slaves of their minds. You have to unlearn, you have to delete all the BS in your mind, and you have to install new ideas in your mind. You have to decide how you're going to think. We have to yabona fana ukuthi yazi ukuthi ukucabanga fana ukuplan. Yazi ukuthi ukucabanga mawulala empedini ukuthi fana decide ukuthi ngizocabangani. Because if you don't, your mind wanders. Your mind ingena ehlathini inhlanhla icabanga izinto icabanga. Mina uyitshela ingqondo ukuthi mina nje manje ngizocabanga ukuthi uzolenza kanjani million. Yeah. And then you think about that. Once ingqondo yathi kodwa mfethu kubukhulu ukwenza million. Whoa, uyitshele wena, you're the master of your mind. You need to be able to come back, senze million.
Sure.
And everything is created twice, in the head and in reality.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing that exists in reality without existing in the head. This, where we are sitting now, was created in somebody's mind. Then it became reality. Ayikho into enhlahla evele yenzeke nje.
Sure.
Ngiyabonga mfethu.
Mondli Magwaza bafethu. Mondli Magwaza owala eMandeni, business entrepreneur, like guys, like siqale profile yakhe, man, come on man, it goes for days. Ngiyabonga kakhulu botami to come through to the studio ube nathi usenzele isikhathi sakho fethu, and I wanna dlulisa ukubonga kakhulu from team, on behalf of the team eMandeni Lockdown House Party fethu, ukuthi sibonge kakhulu ukuthi usize ukuthi usithinte kwanathi in the studio, as a crew in the studio, and back at home umuntu omncane nayo okule position le ukuthi abone different opportunities, abone igold no my lap. Mawubuka fethu amehla akho fethu ubona igold fethu, yabo igold bro. I think that's the way. Except you're still at Mandeni Lockdown House Party, and you've been rolling with Sicelo Zungu, ohamba no Magwaza, Mondli waka Magwaza bafethu. Putami ngibonge kakhulu. Sengizoya ngale na kwibooth sibone irazo, engeke irazo ke leyane. Shayinamba hawe ma.
Njayami no.
Showcase DJ. Bafethu. Sesiya ku DJ Nono bafethu. But mbukele ekhaya, please remember, it starts. You gotta get up and start doing it. Get up and do it, bafethu. Just get up and do it. You know what you don't know, you know what you do know, and you know what you need to know. So go get it, bafethu. Information is the key, bafethu. Let's shift away from ama stereotype matters zonke lezo zinto bafethu ezingcolisanayo, and khumbule bafethu, guard your spirit, guide your mind bafethu. Ayikho into edlula lokho, kufaka uthando, uyihlukanise nabantu bafethu abakwenza energy bafethu be heavy. We don't want that. Mandeni Lockdown House Party, DJ Non, sayangale na kuyibhuti bafethu.